Hello friends and welcome to another edition of Tea with me, Spanky. Your bald face coming at you in full service. This is the series where we grab a little cuppa of something and we sip and we talk about things that actually kind of matter. And I'm gonna do that while I am painting my face with the makeup. Ugh, my hair is just all up in that, that's disgusting. And today I am sipping the Tazo Calm Chamomile Tea, if you guys want to grab a little cup along with me. Today I will be painting my face featuring the Ipsy Glam Bag and some of the products that contained in the Ipsy Glam Bag. I will have everything linked in the description if you are interested in using any of the things that I am using. For those of you who've been on this channel and also simultaneously living under a rock, I do have a new channel, and my new channel I am posting weekly to twice a week. I'm trying to move to twice a week, and the channel is called Swoop. If you guys haven't subscribed to it, if you haven't watched the videos there, I highly suggest it because it's very entertaining. It's very fun. It's where I'm doing my bigger, elaborate, larger production videos, lots of comedy stuff. I have that linked in the description as well. Please do subscribe to that channel and turn on the notifications for that channel so that you don't miss anything. It's totally, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it if you're not already over there, okay? Today I want to talk about why I hate Instagram models. not the people, some of the concepts. Hate is a strong word. You know what I mean. There are things about the culture, the Instagram culture that I've been watching and observing that just kind of, it just gets under my skin a little bit, and it's kind of like, I think we can do better, but I'm just saying. So at any point while you're watching along, I would love to hear your thoughts, so just leave your comments. All right, first things first, before I start painting this beast that sits on top of my shoulders, I am going to wash my face and make sure it's super clean. Today I'm gonna be using the Tony Moly Peach Punch Sweet Foam Cleanser. So this is a really gentle and mild cleanser. That's going to gently lather up and help remove like sweat and dirt and impurities and water-based impurities in your skin. Just cleansing the soul before we spill the tea. I like to just kind of rehydrate my hair in the morning with some conditioner treatment. So I'm gonna be using the Marc Anthony True Professional 100% extra virgin coconut oil and shea butter hydrating curl cream. Just like to get the hair a little bit wet to really just kind of activate the product for me. So this has coconut oil and shea butter, and it's great for just throwing on yourself. It's great to like eliminate frizz and just help detangle and like soften and refresh your curls, and I like to use a whole lot of it. Let's talk about Instagram and Instagram models. I don't want anyone to think that I'm like bashing the way people are creatively like making a living, earning money, and obviously a huge part of what I do is just social media based. I mean, I'm a freaking YouTuber over here, right? And like I do post on Instagram. I think we're finally in an era where people have the ability to be like true entrepreneurs. Yes, 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 yes. Hair is marinating. We are off to a good start. I'm gonna throw on a quick brow, then we'll come back. I don't know what in the Golden Globes I just did to my brows, but they are dark and they are cinder blocks. As I was saying, well first I'm gonna go ahead and prime up my face, and we'll go ahead and do the foundation. This is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Base Tape Hydrating Primer. This is a priming serum that's going to hydrate your skin for 12 hours, people. 12 hours. It has a really silky texture. Here is the first just like main thing that I just, when I'm looking at Instagram, I'm just like, can we not? And it is this idea that like Instagram obviously has like opened up the door to a beautiful, wonderful body positivity movement, right? And like I feel like we're far more accepting and just embracing of the beauty of so many different shapes and sizes. The troubling thing that I personally have been seeing a lot more now is this like just over infatuation with people and bodies that are having like a ton of work done and like plastic surgery and fillers and like implants and all of these things, which I'm not opposed to at all. And it's like, it's your body and you can do it with it however and whatever you want to do, and I'm all for that. But I feel like it's having this reverse effect now where body shapes are becoming so much more manufactured in a sense, just like so much more work is being done on people like really young, like young teens now, that it's setting up this other expectation that now your body naturally has to look like those bodies, which is literally impossible to look like because they are like enhanced with surgery. It's almost like while we are creating this, you know, standard of like every shape and size is wonderful and great, we're also, I feel like, setting up this standard that like you're actually not good enough the way you were born, and that in order to be popular, in order to be seen as like truly like beautiful or iconic or like idol worthy, that you have to have a lot of work done on whatever your shape was. Even if you had like the super curvy shape and like the big booty and like the tiny little waist, that's like, you know, the go-to look now. Like even if you have that naturally, that it's still not enough, and it still has to go another level, another level, another level. Like there always has to be something fixed on you in order for you then to be good and perfect. Sorry. You know, I'm coming from this place where like my body shape has never been what like the cover of a magazine like beauty standards have been. There are a lot of times like when I go on Instagram now, I see the IG models and like who's popular and who's getting the most likes and the most follows and all that kind of thing from, you know, posting shots of their booties or, you know, selfies and all that kind of stuff. It leaves me feeling like I'm inadequate, making me look at myself and think, well, I wish my butt was bigger. I wish my waist was tinier. I wish my lips were fuller. Like all of these things that I feel like the glorification of the IG model has put on the regular person. Now, like I would never tell somebody like, oh, you shouldn't get this, that, or the other done, as long as someone's doing the work with, you know, with the perspective of like, you don't have to do this to be beautiful, but you want to do this, that, or the other to enhance whatever it is. I've definitely thought about it, and I've wondered like, would I be happier? Would I feel more confident about myself? Or am I feeling this way because I'm looking at these perfect, pristine, face-tuned bodies and comparing myself and feeling like I don't measure up? And like if that's the reason why I want to have work done so that I measure up to these standards, then I put myself in check and I say, yo, that's not a good enough reason. But you know, I have seen some people, a lot of changes made to their body and to their face, like be open about it and tell people about it. And I really appreciate when people do that, because I think transparency at this point in the game and in this whole social media world we live in is so important. I feel like it just inherently, if you want that kind of fame and popularity, it comes with some responsibility. When people go out of their way to make it seem like they were naturally born with whatever the enhanced features and the enhanced look are, it's misleading, and it can be damaging to people who are just starting to like become teenagers. Kids especially are going to be more susceptible to thinking, well, I don't look anything like that, and therefore I'm worthless. Unattainable perfection that is now being so crammed down all of our throats. Kids are growing up realizing I will never look like that unless I can get enough money and be able to afford to hire somebody to make me look that way. And with that mindset, the person is never starts off loving themselves. They just start off hating themselves from the beginning. so then if you make all of these changes, you're still not, it's more likely you're not going to be happy with yourself even if you create the perfect body and the perfect face, whatever that is. Let's see if I can make a nice pop of color work on my eyes. This is the Laura Sanchez Moods eyeshadow. I love Laura, she's such a sweetheart. And this is the shade Alien Turquoise. So this is a deluxe size shadow from her Moods eyeshadow and highlighter palette, and it's highly pigmented. They are beautiful colors. Another thing about, ooh, girl, Laura, you came with it. Another thing about like the Instagram model is the flex thing. And like, look, I get it. People love watching people portray rich, extravagant, unattainable lives, and it's entertainment for most of us, and I totally understand that. I feel like no matter what I say, someone's gonna take something out of context here. You know, I feel like if someone achieved things and like, you know, a level of wealth or a nice home or nice things or whatever, if they achieve that, you know, through working hard, through working smart, then I applaud that. Sure, great, like that's a great motivational thing, especially to kids who are realizing that they can be entrepreneurs, that they can develop themselves into a brand. I feel like it can also cross this line into setting up these expectations that kids have, that like if you don't have the newest technology, if you don't have like the biggest, baddest car, if you're not traveling to, you know, all of the ends of the earth every other weekend and like sailing on beautiful yachts, you know, with your beautiful body and the perfect bikini and like everything looks glorious to the curated, face-tuned Instagram picture, I feel like it's setting up a lot of kids, a lot of people for just feeling bad about themselves. Can we just talk about this color though? Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and line these bad boys. I'm gonna use the Ico Black Magic Liquid Eyeliner Travel Size. This is in the shade Carbon Black. This has a precise brush tip, which is my favorite kind, and it also contains wide lash with a tripeptide boost that's going to promote lash growth for up to 3 times more length and volume in 15 days. What was I saying? The flex. I don't know. I'm a little tired of the chronic flex, you know what I mean? And like, but at the same time, I'm somebody who, you know, I had a certain image that I was like showing of myself on my other channel on Swoop, and then like I released a short film that I made about my mental health. And I wish we could see more of that with some of the Instagram models, so that people who idolize this also know that it's okay to be real. Have moments where you're not perfect all the time. Like, what a freaking concept. Let's have some tea. Here's another thing that I'm just kind of like, oh, with like the Instagram model mentality is like the way that sponsorships are being handled. I'm able to identify when a post is sponsored and can easily tell if someone's trying to hide that and they are just not disclosing it as they need to, which is just like, oh, let's have a little legal moments. Like, legally speaking, if you are given, you know, product, or if you are getting paid, like, you have to disclose in your post that you were given the product and that it is sponsored. So like, this is where I stop taking certain Instagrammers seriously. If I see somebody posting something that is clearly an ad, but they don't disclose that information, then I feel like you're being shady to the people who are watching you, the people who follow you, who look up to you. Like, look, sis, like, why are you trying to hide it? Like, why? We all know. That kind of thing just feels. We're gonna put on some highlighter, so I am going to use a fan brush to apply. This is the $1 Billion Brows Fan Brush, and it has a professional quality charcoal infused synthetic bristles. Has a very antimicrobial effect. Yes, yes, come through highlight. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna apply some lips now. This is the Balm Cosmetics The Balm Jour Creamy Lip Stain. This is in the shade Salute. This is very creamy and moisturizing, and it actually starts off as a gloss and finishes as a stain and delivers a high pigment payoff, all of those good things. All right, there is the final look, and for the final sips, I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of tired. I'm just tired. I'm kind of over everything just being so curated and perfect, like unattainable perfect in so many aspects of this, the imagery and stuff that's just bombarding all of our feeds every single day. I'm tired of everything being face-tuned to death all of the time. I would love to just see some more real, raw, true stuff, and I would love to see people be like more open. Yes, you can like look up to the glitz and the glam and all of the beautiful things, but also know that there is something deeper than that, that there is something beyond the surface of what is pretty and beautiful, and that embracing the flaws, embracing the things that make us different, embracing the fact that like if you are born and you look a certain way, that you're beautiful and however you were born and created, and that that's okay. And then if you want to do something to that, it's okay too, but just make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons and not because you feel like you have to do it in order to be considered beautiful or worthy of anything. We're all worthy exactly as we are, and I just wish there was more focus on healthy self-love versus self-love for the sake of getting likes and views and comments, and I don't know, that's just my tea for today. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Maybe you completely hate everything that I just said and totally disagree with me, which is fine. We all are entitled to our thoughts. And once again, thanks to Ipsy and all of the brand partners for sponsoring the products in this video. You can check out the links in the description. If you guys are not subscribed to Swoop, my new channel where I am posting the majority of my content, then make sure you follow the link in the description and subscribe. Watch the newest video over there. It's a comedy. It's hilarious. So I will see you over on Swoop right now, and keep sipping. I'll see you guys. Smooches. Bye.